Mr. Rodrigo Roa Duterte is not fit to stand trial as a result of cognitive impairment in multiple domains. Ano ba itong cognitive impairment? Cognitive impairment, anong sabihin? Problem with memory, thinking, and decision making. Ay, nako. It is sign of underlying health condition. Symptoms can include trouble concentrating, learning, and following instructions, as well as changes in mood and behavior. Naku, mga kabibig. Yun pala ang ibig sabihin ng cognitive impairment. Di ba dito basa natin, cognitive impairment in multiple domain. So meaning, ibig sabihin niya, kabibig, multi-domain cognitive impairment describe cognitive difficulties that affect more than one area of thinking, such as memory, attention, language, executive function, and visuospatial skills. This term can describe an underlying condition like dementia. Hala! As specific symptoms of diseases like Parkinson's or a state like mild cognitive impairment, MCI, where problems are more widespread than just memory. Naku po, mga kabibig. Dementia, tapos, or either Parkinson's or either mild cognitive impairment. Yun, share ko sa inyo ha, kasi hinanap ko ba kung ano ang ibig sabihin noon. Tapos, ayoko namang search ko sa Google kung ano ang ibig sabihin doon, kabibig. So, gusto ko lang i-share din sa inyo kung ano ang ibig. Baka sabihin nyo, gawa-gawa ko lang. O yan, o. Kita nyo. Nabasa nyo naman dyan, di ba? O, kita nyo naman, di ba? Multi-domain cognitive impairment describes cognitive difficulties that affect more than one area of thinking, such as memory, attention, language, executive function, and visuospatial skill. This term can describe an underlying condition, possibly, na may condition ng dementia, a specific symptoms of diseases like Parkinson's, or a stage like mild cognitive impairment. Yun kabibig ha. Search natin kung ano ang ibig sabihin noon. So balikan natin yung statement ng ICC, mga kabibig, kung ano pa ba ang nandoon, ano pa ba ang laman pa noon. Okay, next proceed. Number 2, the defense is cognizant of Rule 1351 of the Rules of Procedure. Wait para, ulang pabaya. Okay. Condition will not improve. Okay. Mr. Rodrigo Roa Duterte is not fit to stand trial as a result of cognitive impairment in multiple domains. Tapos, Mr. Duterte's condition will not improve, and for this reason, the pre-trial chamber must adjourn all legal proceedings in his case indefinitely. Hala, indefinite pala kabibig. The defense, again, expert report authored by submitted by as Annex A. All references to article and to the rules in the present submissions are to the Rome Statute and the ICC Rules of Procedure and Evidence, unless yun ang sinabi sa number 1. The defense is cognizant of Rule 1351 of the Rules of Procedures and Evidence, which vests the pre-trial chamber with that discretionary power to order a medical or psychological examination of a suspect. However, given the extensive medical information now placed at the disposal of the pre-trial chamber, the defense does not believe that further medical examination is necessary to grant the release of. The defense has kept the pre-trial chamber regularly updated with respect to the deteriorating cognitive condition. O, lakihan natin ha. Yan o. Kita nyo naman. Deteriorating cognitive condition, medical and psychological evaluations have been shared with the prosecution, and the essential substance thereof with the OPCV. All the medical information collate leads to the overwhelming conclusion that Mr. Duterte suffers from significant cognitive deficiencies that affect his memory, his daily executive function, his visio-constructive abilities, and his orientation to place and time, while simultaneously limiting his capacity for complex reasoning. Hala, my goodness, kabibig, kawawa. Itatay Digong kabibig. Ano, parang, ang sakit naman yung kabibig. Uy, ang Tatay Digong natin. Parang, ang hirap lumunok ng pagkain ngayon. Pag nag-share tayo ng dinner ngayon, no, malaman mo na ito na pala ang sitwasyon ni Tatay Digong. Kita dito kabibig, oh. All the medical information collated leads to the overwhelming conclusion that Mr. Duterte suffers from significant cognitive deficiencies na naaapektuhan ang kanyang memorya, his daily, araw-araw na executive functioning sa katawan, his visual-constructive abilities, and his orientation to place and time. Hindi niya alam kung anong oras, anong lugar ang nangyari, while simultaneously limiting his capacity for complex reasoning, mga kabibig. Parang nakakaano ba? Ang sakit. Parang naawa ko kay Tatay Digong. Nakaawa, kabibig. Ito pa. Number 4. The aforementioned cognitive deficiencies have been diagnosed not just by the two defense expert, but also a neuropsychologist instructed by the medical officer at the ICC Detention Center at the specific request of the registrar. For this reason, the medical data presented to the pre-trial chamber is neither partisan not self-serving. My goodness, it means pala hindi gawa-gawa ni Attorney Kaufman, kundi meron talagang neuropsychologist na medical officer na nag-diagnose kay Pangulong Duterte. Dalawa. The aforementioned cognitive deficiencies have been diagnosed not just by two defense experts, meron pa neuropsychologist. Grabe, mga kabibig. Inaawa ako na Digong. Ito pala nangyari. Procedural history. Ito pala nangyari kung bakit nagaganoon si Pangulong Duterte. On March 12, 2025, Mr. Duterte was surrendered to the custody of the International Criminal Court and was immediately hospitalized. Ito na ang hinahanap nating katotohanan kung ano ang nangyari kay Tatay Digong at bakit nagaganyan siya ngayon. Bakit meron siyang cognitive impairment, multiple domain. Ito na. On March 12, 2025, Mr. Duterte was surrendered to the custody of the International Criminal Court and was immediately hospitalized. In the afternoon of March 14, 2025, while still confined to the hospital wing of the Haglandan Penitentiary, Mr. Duterte made his first appearance before the pre-trial chamber by way of video conference. My goodness. Yun palang pinakita na video conference, mga kabibig, na confined pala si Pangulong Duterte that time. So hindi pala maganda ang nararamdaman ni Pangulong Duterte. Kaya pala nung nakita natin sa video na parang mahirap siyang magsalita. It's because naka-confine pala si Pangulong Duterte that time, mga kabibig. Pero kinaya niya para humarap ng first appearance. Earlier that day, Council has submitted a request for the postponement of the initial appearance citing inter alia issues of competence to stand trial. This request, however, was rejected by the pre-trial chamber. Uy, ay, grabe, no? Yung tao na hospital, na confine, tapos nag-request sana na hindi sana siya hindi mo na siya, i-postpone mo na yung initial appearance niya kasi na-confine sa hospital. Tapos hindi pinagbigyan ng pre-trial chamber. Ang nangyari, yung unang video ni Pang Duterte, kaya pala hirap siyang magsalita, it's because nandun pala siya sa hospital. Pagod ang katawang, galing biyahe pa yun, may sakit pa siya. He was pushed to appear. Walang talaga for ICC, para sabihin ng ICC na, oh, heto na si Digong. Grabe. Despite Mr. Duterte's noticeable drowsiness during the initial appearance, the presiding judge stated as follows: the court's doctor of the opinion that you are fully mentally aware and fit. Grabe. Grabe naman yung presiding judge. Ginamit pa ang doktor, sabi ng doktor, you are mentally aware and fit. Pero that time, si Pangulong Duterte, nasa hospital. Confined siya. Pero pinagsalita. Pina-appear pa rin. So, ano tulukuhan ICC? Inabuso yun yung tao. Grabe. Hindi kayo nahiya sa pinagagawa nyo para sa pera? Para sabing tagumpay kayo? Bongbong Marcos, oh. Ito yung gawa mo, oh. Happy? Happy ang group effort? Hindi kayo naawa? Grabe. No hospitalized. Tapos, sinabi na, oh, kailangan ka mag-appear, ha? First appearance mo, ito ngayon sa pre-trial chamber. Sabi sila, ma'am, pwede ba i-postpone, ma'am? Kasi, ma'am, nagkasakit, hindi kaya ng katawan niya. Pero ang sabi ng presiding judge, oh, sabi ng doktor, you're mentally aware and fit. Oh, grabe naman yung doktor na yun. For the sake of sabihin na, oh, nahuli namin si Duterte, nandito si Duterte sa ICC, ang galing-galing namin. Tingnan nyo, oh. Ito pala ang totoong nangyari. Ito pala yung hindi natin alam. Ito pala ang dapat nating malaman at tama ang ginagawa natin that we keep on fighting. We keep on voicing that bring Tatay Digong home. Ito palang pinagdadaanan niya. Kami nakakaiyak ka, bibig. Sa procedural history pa lang, sa kung ano at bakit nagkaganyan si Tatay Digong, bakit may malalang kondisyon si Tatay Digong. It's because sa kanyang pinagdadaanan. Nung nandun na siya sa ICC, first day pa lang, pinahirapan na si Tatay Digong. Naka-confine sa hospital. Tapos, pinwersa na kailangan kang mag-appear. Video, ha? Ano dito? Oh. Video conference, kailangan kang mag-appear, Duterte. Wala kang choice. Kasi sabi ng doktor, the court's doctor said of the opinion that you are fully mentally aware and fit. Sabi ng presiding judge. Grabe. Grabe ka, bibig. Parang nakakaawa. Ito pa. On 16 May 2025, a CT scan was performed, the result of which were not disclosed to the defense until the receipt of the medical report detailed in paragraph 9 below. His CT scan revealed that ito na. Thus, it is also redacted siya. Ito na. Ano ba yung meaning ng redacted? Hanapin natin kung bakit siya, hindi binagay. Redacted. For privacy. Confidential memo. Confidential pala kung ano ang laman, kung ano ang resulta ng CT scan. On May 28, 2025, Mr. Duterte was examined at the request of the defense. Ito na. By who subsequently prepared a preliminary medical report. As a result of preliminary findings, and in order to arrive at a definitive conclusion, recommended to further diagnostic procedures, an MRI of the head, and a neuropsychological evaluation. Grabe. Uy, my goodness. Ito yung nangyari kay Tatay Digong, hindi natin alam. On May 29, 2025, the day after the visit, the defense wrote to the chief custody officer of the ICC-DC to request that an MRI be performed as soon as possible. On May 30, 2025, the registry replied to the council as follows. For this reason, the MRI was not performed despite continual supplication and begging until July 21, 2025. My goodness. Hindi pinagbigyan si Pangulong Duterte for MRI from May 30 at pinagbigyan lang siya July 21, 2020. May, June, oh my goodness, almost 3 months na naghihintay ang defense team na magkaroon ng MRI si Pangulong Duterte pero hindi pinagbigyan.